Hi, I'm Lisa, a practicing liminal witch and tarot reader with over 28 years experience in helping people find guidance through the cards. On this channel I talk about all sorts of witchy, spooky and mystical things that interest me and I hope will interest you too. Welcome to Beyond Authentic Witchcraft. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the channel. This is Beyond Authentic Health and Beauty. My name is Lisa. Hopefully you can see me okay. You can hear me okay. I'm checking the microphone looks good. The camera looks good. So, yeah, I'm a few minutes late. I actually was sat here at 6:45 trying to go live and my entire laptop was just did not want to do anything, so I had to basically turn it off, turn it back on, and when I did that it did a Windows update. So I've been sat here watching the blue screen of death. So yay, great then, great. Good evening to Ed. Good evening, Ed. Good evening to Patricia, who says good evening. Good evening to Tamara. Hello, my darling. And Patricia, Ed, everybody else saying hello in the chat there. The breathlessness, please take it easy, Patricia. Please look after yourself, my darling. It's no good being like, there we go. Try and, that's a bit better. I'm in the center now. You might notice I've got a new chair. I've got a headrest. Got a new chair. I know. I just thought, oh, go on then. We'll get a new chair. No, we actually found it cheap in a charity shop. It was 40 quid, but it's like a proper, like my arms, I've got armrest, I've got a headrest. I could just sit here like this now, just have a little doze. And it's all ergonomically designed and all of that stuff. So it was an absolute bargain. And then because there was a little bit of damage on it, I actually managed to get it for 25. I was like, oh, thank you very much. Those updates are a pain. They are a complete pain. Oh my Lord. I have literally been sat here going, what, like we went to, after we got weighed, which I'll talk about on Thursday on the other channel, we went to Costa. The initial Costa that is right next to the British Heart Foundation shop. The drive-through we normally go to was shut, so that was great. So we had to drive to another one and then went to Tesco's and got some dinner. It's got some food for dinner. So yeah, basically it's been a doing day. Your asthma's playing up. Oh no. Or your anxiety is having a field day because of the car. Why? What's happened to the car? Have I missed the whole conversation? Have I missed something major? Anyway, if you're here watching, it's saying we've got 7, 8, 10, 8, it keeps jumping around. So I do not trust the figures that I've got on my screen, because just here it's telling me I've currently got 8. On Sunday, it said I had 2 people watching, even though in the chat there was 5 people communicating. So I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube. Flower Beauty's here. Good evening, Flower Beauty. You're becoming a regular now, my love, aren't you? You might as well come and join us. Come and join us. Come and join us. Don't know what that song is. Just made it up. I know. Robina, good evening. Greetings from Coventry. How are you, my darling? I hope you are well. I really do. It sounds like you're going through a bit of, I think we're all, does it right. Quick little straw poll in the chat. Let me know. In fact, can I put up a poll? I can put up a poll. How do I do that on a live? Hang on. I've seen other people do this on their channels, so I must be able to do this, right? That must be a thing I can do. Or is it just for monetized channels? I don't know. Let me see if I can set up a poll, because we'll do a little poll quick before we get into the tarot readings. It's not on that one. By the way, the video went live yesterday at new Halloween items at B&M. Now, we did go to a B&M in Leeds, but there is a whole, like, it's what's in all the stores. So if you are wanting some Halloween items, my advice would be go grab them now. I'm going to make sure that this, hang on, God, there's so many steps you have to go through on this to get to the blooming, to be able to get to your own video. This is ridiculous. But my advice would be, if anything in that video, if there's anything on there that you think, oh, I want that, grab it quick. Because we went into another shop a couple of days ago that's got their Halloween range in, and they just, it was bonkers. People were buying it at a rate of knots. So do please, if you want any of the Halloweeny stuff, go and grab stuff quickly. You want to meet me and Patricia when you come to DN? What's DN? Oh, England. Oh, you can do that. That'll be great. Yeah, come to the north of England. So not that there London. Nobody wants to go to that there London. Pay £25 for a can of Coke. No, thank you. But I can't seem to get on my own live stream. So I can't do my own. Why can't I view my own channel? What is going on with this? Do I need to be in a different place? I might need to be on a different place, you know. Right, hang on. But yeah, come to the north of England. Yorkshire. Yorkshire's proper nice. It's a bit cheaper and a lot friendlier. So yeah, I like Yorkshire. I've lived here for 20 odd years. Don't know how many years. Don't know how time works anymore. Oh, shut up, Lisa. God, nobody wants to listen to that. Right. How do I do a poll? Can I do a poll? I'm on the thingy. Pop out chat. Oh, I didn't know I could pop out the chat. Let's pop out the chat. Are you telling me I've been struggling to see things all this time and I could have popped it out? Oh, really? Start a poll. Yes. Right then. Hold on. Right. Has that been? Hang on. There we go. This is right. I've got a poll. How can I do that? When I eventually get the new computer, which is going to be so long away because I am so bloody skint at the moment, it's ridiculous. But when I know, right? She says I haven't got a new chair. But how do I get that on the screen in front of me? Anyway. There is a poll. There is a poll on the YouTubes. Does it show up on here? No, it doesn't. Right. So there is a poll. Let me know. I've just put a poll up. Right, and the poll says, how has 2023 been for you? Has it been fab or crap? Right, that's what we want to know. So if you are watching this on the live stream, please go and answer there on the pinned. I think it's pinned. Can I pin it? No, just above the poll, you've got an option to click whether you've had a fab 2023 or a crap 2023. There isn't a meh option, Ed. No, there isn't, unfortunately. It's just fab or crap. You learned something today, Rabina. Hi, Shirley Meador. Hello, my darling. Is it Meador or Medor? Let me know in the chat. If it's like Medor, type Meadow and I'll understand, right? You learned something new this morning to get back on track, regain your focus and give the rest of 2023 everything you've got. Fantastic. Wow, that sounds really cool. Oh, it's Mare for you as well, Flower Beauty. You see, for me so far, actually, I should have put a third option on, shouldn't I? I could have done. But anyway, for me, this year is really up and down. We're really, really making track now. I feel a lot like you, Rabina. I feel I have now turned a corner with the whole binge thing. I've turned a corner and we're now on it. Oh, hang on. Does that Meador? Oh, Shirley Meador. Fabulous. Thank you. I like to know how to pronounce people's names. I really do. So Meador. Fabulous. Thank you. It's somewhere in the middle. What else have we got here? Let's manifest a meet up. Yeah, we can do. Can you imagine us all sitting in Lisa's living room and manifesting a reading and chatting and laughing? That will never happen, partly because of my ADHD and anxiety. I freak out if anyone's in my house. I absolutely freak out. I love y'all, but I freak out big time. Like you wouldn't believe. My anxiety kicks in and I don't even know why. Right, most people are saying, hang on the part, I'm going to end it. It's a split between fab and crap, but most people are saying meh. It's been a bit in between. I can do polls. That's really good. Right then, let's crack on with some reading. So we can do a proper meet up, just can't be at my house. So like we can arrange to do an event or something in the year. That'll be really cool. Absolutely. Let's put a pin in it for next year. Let's do stuff next spring, summer. Let's do something. Or we can go to Patricia's living room. That'll be fine. Patricia's living room is always tidy. She's lovely apartment Patricia's got. Very, very swish apartment. Anyway, right. Shall we do some tarot reading? I'm going to swig my coffee. So, 1 second. Also, I'm definitely ordering my earplugs. I went to Slimming World today to get weighed in, and the noise was unbearable. Just people chatting. Unbearable. So I'm getting some of those calmer ones. I think I've talked about them before. Right then, let's go through it. So if you would like a tarot reading, there's a couple of housekeeping things on this channel. First of all, you do have to be 18 years of age or over, and most importantly, you have to remember that tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You make all your own decisions about your own life. Tarot should never be used to replace medical advice, legal advice, financial advice, or counseling advice. If you want support in those areas, please do seek out a professional in those areas. I am not a professional. I am a gifted amateur. I have amateur counseling skills. I've got a couple of little mini qualifications in that. I know a bit about health. I know a bit about benefit systems and CCGs and CQCs and all of these. So I'm like, I know bits about a whole lot of stuff, but I'm not an expert in any of them. Because of what I used to do with the support group and the charity, I'm quite knowledgeable about a lot of things in the UK, like legal things and things like that. But I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counsellor. So if you want any advice, go and seek out a professional. Also, as I just said, you do have to be 18 years of age or over to get a tarot reading on this channel. And how do you go about getting a reading? Well, those details are there now as well. 2 ways. That's 4. 2 ways. The first way is you can go across to buymeacoffee.com/beyond authentic. Oh, I've got the wrong thing on. You can't even see that up there, can you? But go across there where you can, in fact, buy me a coffee, and you can get a queue jump. The queue jump on there will cost you £4 in the UK, £3 if you are a member. So check out the memberships as well. And then that will guarantee your reading. You'll be the next reading, the next cab off the rank, as I say, and you'll get a longer reading as well. If, however, you don't want to pay for whatever reason, that's perfectly fine. Then you can go ahead and put the word question followed by your question into the live chat on when we are live. And then I will grab one of those at random and then read for that reading. And then we move on to the next round and we go through that process again. Now, there isn't a list. So if you're here right now, remember, select and copy your question. That way, if you aren't selected in the first round, you can paste it in the second, third, fourth, whatever. We go through till 9 p.m. tonight in the UK, which is an hour and 40 minutes, something like that. So we probably get 9 or 10 readings in that time if I don't waffle on too much. So that's what we're going to do tonight. If you didn't understand all of that, or if I talked a bit too fast, here's a handy dandy video to help you out. indeed. What will your card say? As I'm sat here right now, I can smell the most gorgeous smells coming from the kitchen. Rufus is doing dinner tonight. I'm very lucky. And he's cooking chicken burgers that he made from scratch. Absolutely amazing smells coming out of the kitchen, which is amazing because he can't smell or taste anything. So, Ed, Holland's here. Good evening, Holland. I was just about to say hi, Ed, but guess what you said. Hi, Holland. I hope you're well, darling. Let us know how your mum's doing as well. Let us know. Right then, let's have a look. We're going to go ahead and... oh, hang on. Oh, Ultra Ego Wisdom. Hello, my darling. I hope you are well. Right. You if you want to ask a question, wait till the next round, and that'll make it clear how we do that. Right, there's a few questions in. They're all over the place though on my screen. So I'm just going to scroll up and down, and we're going to grab one, and hopefully that's a questiony one. So we'll go with. Oh, hang on. Can I? No, I can't. I was about to say I might be able to just select, but I can't select. So we'll do it this way and click. Shirley. Oh, hang on. Where's my glasses? Didn't think about reading then. Shirley Meador. May I please find out what are the person I like, current feelings, thoughts, intentions towards you, and his next actions? You certainly can. You certainly can. Mods, how are we sounding tonight, Mods? Because I have been playing around with the microphone. I've got another new cable to make sure that works. So how are we sounding? Let me know if everything sounds okay. Right then, everybody, if you aren't successful in your question, do me a favor, copy and select it, and get ready to paste it on the next round. Each tarot question. Why is that so low? That's knocking into my stream deck. Magic! I didn't even press it. Well, technically, that is Rocky's music. Rock, Spirit Dragon. But I don't think that was a sign from Rocky, but it might be. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and swap cameras. Everything is my entire... Hang on. Because I had to reset everything, certain things on my screen are not in the right place. But there we go. Hopefully that all makes sense. There we go. Hopefully you can see everything nice and clear. Right. On the comments, let me just double check. Neil's here. Good evening, Neil. Good evening, Zero to Success Stories. Good evening. Everybody hold off in a second. It looks like we've just had a wave of new questions come in, so hold on a second, everybody. If you want questions, Mods, can you just explain in the chat, just while I do this reading, how people can get a question? I'll put the ticker tape on in a minute as well. But Shirley, you are up, my darling. So then let's have a look. Right, I've already rung the big bell. I was ringing this one frantically earlier, trying to make the blooming laptop, make Windows Update go faster by ringing the bell ferociously. Yeah, that. So this is Wisp. Oh my gosh, why is that cable doing that? Right, stay there. This is Wispy's. There we go. So then, if you don't know, Wispy is the air elemental that I work with. I often call him an air dragon because he first came to me, or was first hived off a dragon egregore servitor, thoughtful tulpa creation that I had, and Wispy instantly, oops, oh, Shirley, I don't know whether you can see, look, we've had a card jump, the Seven of Swords. So then let's have a look. Your question specifically is the person you like, what are their current thoughts, feelings and intentions towards you? Now, Swords is talking about obstacles and challenges, okay? But I wouldn't worry too much about this card yet. This is just going to be the filter that we look at the cards through, okay? Now, obviously, when I'm doing tarot readings in person, I get the person that I'm reading for, I shuffle the cards to blank them, and then the person I'm reading for shuffles them and does the cut. But I obviously have to do that for you in this case. So then, your 3-card reading, my darling. Let's have a look. Oh, the Hierophant. So we've got a Major Arcana card, a big shouty card, and then we've got the Devil reversed as well. Another big major card. Hang on, let me just, you can't really see that there like that because of the question. So if I come back a little bit, There we go. Perfect, Lise. There we go. Perfect. And then your third card, my darling, the Two of Swords reversed. Right. Okay. Oh, Shirley. Right. Let's go through it. So in the where you are now position, okay, so this in this case is where you are now. So we've got the Hierophant. Now this is how the Hierophant looks in other decks. It's like the High Pope, the High Priest. It's that sort of religious leader. Now this deck, the Hierophant, is not only more it's more learned, if you like, with the books, but it's more scientific, even though this guru is still there talking about that knowledge, because we've got the keys here from the Hierophant. Now this is reversed, which means there is something that this person that you like, he's hiding something. Okay, this is where you are at the moment. Coming up, especially with the Seven of Swords, there's an untruth here. The Seven is talking about things not being complete. There's still being some things missing, things yet to do. Now the Seven, as you can see, the nest here with all the lovely chicks and the rings and everything that the magpie's got, the nest has these swords going through, or these daggers. You can see, look at the point of that one right in the middle of the nest. So this is talking about things are not as safe as they seem. And this, especially when we're looking at the Hierophant, this is somebody keeping that knowledge and keeping it to them, clutching it really tightly to their chest and not letting the truth out. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Particularly, this truth is more around the person's true self, their authentic self, their true intentions and things towards you. Okay, so just bear that in mind. In what you need to know, we've got the Devil reversed. Now the devil doesn't mean, Lucifer, the satanic thing, even though in this depiction we've also got that sort of figure. But the devil actually means one of two things in tarot. It can either be talking about materialism, holding on to sort of wealth, because the pentacle, let me show you. So the standard pentacle with the one point at the top, that point represents spirit. So this is actually spirit over the physical elements. Okay, so we've got the 5 elements depicted. This is spirit. These are the other physical elements. When it's reversed, so when it's like this, it means this person is putting all of these physical elements above their spiritual needs, right? So that is what the devil represents. So even though this in fact is reversed, it still is represented by this symbol, right? Now, the Christian church took that, ran away with it, did all sorts of propaganda, but that's what it actually means. So this person is more interested, especially with this Hierophant, is more interested in what they can get, what they can achieve, what they can grab, than they are talking about their higher self, their, the betterment of others, or, just in helping other people, being a decent person. So it doesn't feel like this person is as nice or as welcoming as they would seem on the surface. This devil card, especially in the what you need to know, is very much below, if that makes sense, below the it's under the surface. Do you know what I mean? I haven't seen yet, Patricia, the Two of Swords coming up in the opportunity. Oh, my darling, how can I? This is crosswords. Swords is also trouble and strife and obstacles, as I say with this one. And this is crosswords. So there is something here, like this is going to lead you, if you end up in a relationship or connecting with this person, it's going to lead you down towards crosswords. It's going to lead you down to quite a negative path. Now, I know that's not what you probably want to hear. If you like somebody, you want it to be hearts and flowers and cups and everything's lovely and a bit of... But this isn't so much wow, this is more... Do you know what I mean? This is a lot more sort of... a lot less welcoming and a lot more maleficent, if that makes sense, if that is the right word I'm using. But yeah, hopefully, my darling, that gives you some answers, even though it's probably not the ones that you wanted. But as I always say on this channel, and you've been here a few times in the past, so you will know, my darling, all I can do is give you the guidance that you need, not necessarily the answers that you want. So hopefully, my darling, that makes some sense. Let me click over onto the questions. Oops, hang on. It's coming up that way, my darling. From what and again, you make all your own decisions about your own life, and trust me, some of us quite like a bad boy. You know what I mean? But it doesn't feel like he's pure of intentions. It doesn't feel like he's somebody personally that I would want to connect with on that level. It just feels like his motives aren't pure. There's more going on behind the surface. Let me just have a little look see. Everybody bear in mind a second, everyone, hold off on your questions. I'll explain after I've finished this with Shirley. I'll explain to you exactly how we get a reading, so just bear with me 1 second. You try to see the best in others. You had an argument the last time I saw him. I just didn't know if I should try and make peace with him. If you had an argument, my darling, that is literally what those cross swords, the Two of Swords in this deck, is talking about. Cross swords is cross words, not like 5 down, 5 down, reptilian shell creature that isn't a turtle. And you go, tortoise. It's not that. It's not one of those crosswords. This is like, and that's the vibe that card is bringing. The truth is better to know, not to be deceived. Yeah, absolutely, my darling. I agree. I absolutely, totally agree. Right, let me have a look. Right. No problem at all, Shirley. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you for being here, my darling. Right then, so everybody, I can see that there's lots of people joining us, so I'm going to say good evening to good evening to Zero to Success. Good evening to Daniela Francis. Good evening to Ultra Ego Wisdom. Good evening to Curious Holland. I've already said hello to Holland. Good evening to, who else have I not seen? It would help if I put my glasses on again, wouldn't it? Good evening to Lydia. Good evening to Tamara. Good evening to, we've got loads of people in now. I might say good evening to Nightbot. Nightbot's the computer that runs the YouTubes. But yes, good evening. So then, right. How would you get a reading on this channel? Now, there isn't a list as such, right? But if you would like a tarot reading, hang on. If you were crying, Shirley, then surely he would put his arm around you and try and comfort you and make sure you're okay. And if he's not done that, then yeah, maybe that's your red flag, my darling. Computer, red alert. She's not doing it. She's not doing it. Not doing it. Computer, red alert. We've gone red alert, my darling. Maybe that's a red flag. Maybe that is a red flag. I don't know. Listen, my advice would be, my absolute advice would be, if you are going to move forward with him, take it very slow, take it very careful, and make him earn your trust, right? And don't give him access to your bank or anything like that. I've been watching so many things on the YouTubes about romance scams. So just be aware of that. Be aware of that. Anyway, you never know. Listen, if he's cute, you can always jump his bones, right? Get your rocks off, get all of that, and then see what happens. If he is a bad boy, like the cards are saying, he'll be up for that. But why not? It's the 21st century. We're able to do that now as women. You know what I mean? We can just go and get our needs met, if you know what I mean. Anyway, right. Let me explain how you get a reading. Computer, stand down, red alert. She's so annoying. Computer, stand down, red alert. There you go. Are we back to green? There you go. Right then. So thank you, Ed. So then, if you want a reading on this channel, all you need to do is go across to buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic if you want to guarantee your reading. It will be up next. It does cost £4 in the UK, or £3 to our lovely members. If, however, you want to risk it with a free reading, which I will grab one at random, then go ahead, put your question into the live chat now, starting with the word question. So put question, and then put what you want to know in the live chat, and I will grab one of those at random. If you didn't catch that, I'm going to play this handy dandy little video that will show you what all of that, what I just said, that. Okay, right then, everybody, get your questions in right now. Get your questions in right now. And again, if you want a free question, all you need to do is put the word question into the chat, followed by your question. If you want to go across and guarantee it, you can do that over at over at buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic. Why do we do it without being on YouTube? Because this channel is not monetized on YouTube. Because although we do have over 1,000 subscribers, we haven't got all the watch time, because you need 4,000 hours of watch time. So that's why this channel is not monetized on YouTube. So if there's any adverts and things you see, we don't make any money from that. That just goes back to YouTube. Right then, I'm on the live chat, so let's take my specs off, because wow, the glasses wearers, you know, when you first take your glasses off and everything's blurred, that's what I get now. That is absolutely what I get. Right then, so scroll it uppy downy, uppy downy, uppy downy, and we're going with, is that a question? I can't even see. Lydia, question. Oh yeah, I can see. What's that? Will Zova and I reconcile in this lifetime? Well, I hope so, because the next one's not guaranteed, is it? The next lifetime, we're all going to come back as whatever. Don't know. Whatever you all believe. Some people believe in heaven. Some people believe. I believe that we go for a nice rest somewhere, like a spa. And we go through a meadow, and it's a nice relaxing time, and we can chill. And then if you want to come back, you can. If you want to just chill for a bit, you can. And then all of our knowledge goes into the Akashic records, which is where the tarot information comes from. You see, it's all linked. It's all linked. It really is. Right then, but let's have a look. Will you and Zova reconcile in this lifetime? That's what we want to know. Right then. So, Wispy, my darling. Here we go, Wispy. This is a question for Lydia here on YouTube. Will Zova and Lydia reconcile in this lifetime? That's what we want to know, Wispy. Will Zova and Lydia reconcile in this lifetime? Daniela, your questions are coming in a little bit late, my darling. What I would suggest, just refresh on the YouTube stream while I'm doing this reading. Refresh, and then when we open another round in about 7 or 8 minutes time, we'll be able to look at that again, if that makes sense. You'll be like up to speed, up to the same time, if that makes sense. Because sometimes on the YouTubes, you can be a few minutes. My hands today are not great. You can be a few minutes behind the live chat, which means when everybody's put their questions in, at that point, it's already been selected. So just do the doodah, and that'll be good. Right then, let's have a look. Right then, so I'm going to come off the live chat so I don't get distracted. There we go. Right then, let's have a look. So then, Lydia, we'll do your cut. There you go, nice even cut. Right then, so we're going to go with, you want to know, will you reconcile? So we'll do the situation reading. Okay, so this is the situation. Oh, the 8 of Cups. So is this a romantic connection? I'd be very surprised if you said no, because this is a romantic card. So it feels like a romantic connection. The King of Cups is the obstacle. So if Zova, whoever is the more, I don't want to say masculine, but whoever is the more king-like figure in this connection is the obstacle. That's really interesting. And then how do we overcome the obstacle? Oh, 10 of Swords. Right, my darling. The very quick answer that the cards are screaming out is probably not. Right? Probably not. Reason being, the situation, the 8 of Cups, let's break it down. So the 8 of Cups is a card where you can see the cups in this case are vases, cups, bowls, saucepans, all sorts of stuff. and they're put here to collect these drops. You can see the roof is leaking basically, so all these drops are coming. But if you look out the door, it's not raining. It's not actually raining. So this is an old leak. This is talking about trying to patch up old damage basically. So this really does feel like, if this is the situation where you're at now, it's like the storm has passed, but you're still mopping up the damage. Because look, if you look out the window, if you look out the door, the path here is perfectly dry. There's no rain coming down. So this is really talking about it's time to move on from the 8 and head towards the 9 of Cups. Now, if this is a relationship that you've been in, or if this is a if this is a relationship or a romantic connection that you've been in, then it's really saying that, look, what's been is a bit of a damp squib, and it's time to maybe look forward towards going towards your higher self, going towards the next chapter, if you like, the next part. In the oh, Rufus, have you sprayed something? Oh, Rufus, bear with everybody. I can't breathe. Sorry everyone, sorry about that. It's right, so oh gosh, I'll drink another swig of coffee in a second. Sorry everyone. Right, that's what happens when you're streaming. I'm okay, Holland, thank you. He's just squirted, he's just sprayed in the bathroom, and because of the way the room is configured, I've got a fan on the other side, and it's just blown the scent onto my chest, but that's fine. Right, so in the obstacle is the king, Lydia. So the obstacle is him. Does he try to patch it up? He might do, but to be honest, he's the obstacle. The King of Cups is a player, right? Hate to say it, but he's a player. So you can see he's taken off his shoes, taken off his crown, he's got his coffee. This to me feels like one of those love seat type things. This feels like it's a bedroom, feels like, you know, this is that, oh, just come in, you know, just come and sit down beside me here, just come and sit down and then we'll move forward. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. Hang on, let me take the chat off again because I thought I'd clicked off it. Right. What was I saying? Yeah, so basically, as an obstacle, it's like he is the obstacle in this. He is the one that is likely to be causing the issue and causing the problems. And it's not something that I think he's even hugely aware of, to be honest. I think it's just his nature. Now, in the how to overcome, we've got the 10 of Swords. Now, Swords is the trouble in strife, and the 10 is trouble so much they're overflowing. So you can literally see this poor bird has been stabbed by all these needles, which is representing the swords. And arguably, this is a representation of the bird's spirit who's moved on to a new egg, or this is, you know, something connected to that. But basically, it's saying it's dead, right? How to overcome this? I think the cards, Lydia, are saying that, put it this way, I'd be surprised if he wasn't already in the process of moving on, right? Again, you make all your own decisions about your own life. This is only for entertainment purposes. But I think if he's the cause of this issue, if he's the reason that things have gone bad, then I think like the how to overcome this is to move forward and move on in your own way, if that makes sense. So yeah, let me know, my darling. Hopefully that does make sense. And yeah, that is going to be your reading for today, my darling. That is going to be your reading for today. I hope that makes sense. I know, again, I know it's not what you want to hear, but I think it is what you it's what you need to know, my darling, rather than what you want to hear. But anyway, I hope that helps. Thank you very much for your question. And again, I'm so sorry. Hang on, I haven't changed cameras. I keep forgetting to do this because I was on another screen. There you go. I hope that helps. I know I hate being the bearer of bad news, but it does feel like if he's the one that caused the problems, then again, it's another red flag moment. It really is in the cards. But hopefully, my darling, that helps. Yes, you're right. Thank you, my darling. Hang on, Ed. Let me go and do. Right, that should be off now. Yeah, so that should be off. Everything should be good. Right, okay. No, you won't carry the karma, my darling. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If he broke the relationship, it's nothing to do with you, right? And if it was his issue, then again, it's not going to affect your karma. The only thing that affects your karma are your actions. Now, again, you can learn from those actions. So say for instance, if you're in a relationship with someone and you cheat and that breaks the relationship, you lose everything, blah, blah, blah. That is karma coming back because it's been found out, the relationship's lost. And once you learn that lesson not to cheat, that's you moving forward with fresh karma. That's how I believe it works. It doesn't move on to new lives or stick around for long term. Karma and universal justice is a very quick and it's like the universe wants you to succeed, right? Absolutely. The universe wants you to succeed. Right then, my darling. Thank you. I'm glad it makes sense. Rashmi Singh, hold on with the questions. I'm about to open a round, so copy and paste that question and we'll get ready to do that again. So then everybody, Sol Sondoval, good evening to you. Hopefully, Danielle, you're back up to speed. Right then, no problem, Lydia. Thank you very much. Right then, everybody, let's go ahead. And, the banner's still on. Sorry, I didn't take it off. There you go. Right, my fault. My brain is 6s and 7s at the moment because I've got other screens that I'm still waiting to fully load back in. Right then, everyone. So if you would like a free reading, go across to buymeacoffee.com/BeyondAuthentic. No, if you would like, oh gosh, if you would like to guarantee your reading is next, go and do that up here. Click on the Q jump on a live stream button. It costs £4 in the UK, £3 for members. If you want a free reading, do what it says at the bottom of the screen. Put your question into the live chat, starting with the word question. If you don't know what I've just said, because I'm rabbiting on, I'll click this magic button. It will play a video. Also, why are my glasses looking like that? There we go. Right then, let me have a look. Sorry, I'm just typing for the mods. I could not get that screen up, but it's up now, everybody. So thank you, mods. If you need to send me a message, I will be able to pick it up now properly. Right then, let's have a look. So we've got a few here. Right, hang on. Before I do, Lydia, I've just seen this. If you're worried about it, my darling, speak to authorities if you can do. If he's acting like a bit of a dick, then do speak to someone in authority. Speak to charities wherever you are. Get some advice on how to handle that because it doesn't sound good. Hopefully, my darling, that will help. Whichever area you're in, just make sure you let your friends and family know that he's being a dick. Right then, so we've got questions in, so I'm going to grab them. Let's just flash, and this one. Daniela, hey, Daniela must be back up to speed. Daniela, I would like to know if there is a third party in my union. Do you mean in your relationship? If there's a throuple energy going on, let me have a look. There we go. I'm on the right screen now, so I can see the messages without all the comments. Right then, Daniela. Hopefully, my darling, you are back up to speed because I'm doing your reading right now. So then, everybody, if you didn't get a chance to get your reading, if you're not Daniela, hold off to your comment. Click and copy it. Select and copy all of that stuff, Control C it, and then we will get to that very shortly. Hopefully we'll do another round in about 6 or 7 minutes time. Right then, let's have a look. So Wispy, hello my friend. Wispy is going to answer your question, Danielle. So Wispy, Daniela would like to know if there is a third party in her relationship, in her union. Is there? Oh, we've had a card flip. We had a card flip. Look at that. 4 of Swords. Oh, a bit of instability. Oh, interesting. So this is a clarifying card. Right, hang on. Let me put that on there as I see it, and then I'll try and straighten it up with the camera there. There we go. Perfect. So this is your clarifying card. So all of the cards will filter through this one now, my darling. So let's have a look. Let's do your cut. So the 4 of Swords. Swords, as I've said, is your trouble and strife card. It's the card that talks about challenges. I know, Neil, right? It's the one that's been talking about it's the card that talks about stability, normally with a 4, but this is reverse, so that stability isn't very stable, if that makes sense. It's basically saying that yes, there is some issue here, there is an obstacle or challenge, but it feels like it's not something that's that new, because the 4 gives you that element of like of something that's, how can I put it, like something that's stable, but in other words, it's been around for a while. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to, if a table's legs are a bit wonky, it's never going to be stable. This is like those 4 table legs are solid. Right, so we've got the 10 of Pentacles coming up in the situation. We've got the obstacle is the 6 of Pentacles, community, and the Chariot upright coming up in the how to overcome it. Right, so let's have a look at what this means. Excuse me. In terms of a relationship reading. So the 10 of Pentacles. Pentacles for me is the work, career, finances. But it's also talking about material things, and it's talking about the element of earth. So this is also the amount of effort that gets put into something. So it feels like in this situation, there's a bucket load of effort being put in to this relationship. Okay. I don't know whether that effort is coming from you. I'm not sure. But your question about is there a third person involved? I don't know. There's nothing here. There's no 3s. There's nothing hinting at that. But there is definitely something going on where the work that's being put in isn't being paid off, because this 10 of Pentacles is reversed. The 10 is also when something is overflowing. So it's something, it kind of feels like somebody is running at full pelt to stay still. So that could be an indicator that things are not as you expect them to be, if that makes sense, especially with this 4 of Swords being, you know, coming in, because this is talking about there being excuse me, this is talking about there being like this ongoing issue. So if this has been going on for a while, then this 4 is saying like this isn't a new situation, this has been happening for a little while. The obstacle itself, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. 6s are talking about community, bringing people in. It's also talking about, as you can see in this case, charity, helping the poor, helping, you know, others, and questionable if this could be interpreted in this situation that somebody is helping others. So it might not be that the third person is in your relationship, but it could be that your partner has another relationship on the go that is, you know, it could be, and again, I'm not saying it is, but it could be that situation where there's a whole second family that nobody knows about. It could be that sort of vibe. That wouldn't feel amiss from this. The 6 of Pentacles, as I say, work, effort, money as well. So it could, both of these could also relate. If there is somebody, it could be somebody within the work field that is the side chick, if you like. Now the Chariot, if I bring up, excuse me, that really did play on my chest. If I bring up the Chariot, you can see a normal Chariot card has somebody on a chariot being pulled by horses or Sphinx. It's a chariot. It's a card of victory. But this is the how you overcome this. And this card is not just about victory. It's also about movement. It's about a journey. So it could well be talking about either going your own way, or it could be saying that actually there is a journey here, a journey of discovery here to be going on. There's nothing here that indicates, in all honesty, there is nothing here that indicates that there is a third person. But one of the ways to interpret, especially with this 6 as the obstacle, one of the ways to interpret this could be that there are others involved. Okay. Wispy, I'm going to get some clarity on the 6, okay, on the obstacle, and I'm going to go with the light seers. So Wispy, my darling, I want you to clarify this 6 of Pentacles. And my clarifying question, Wispy, is going to be dead simple. Is this talking about another family or somebody else, like another participant in this, an unknown participant in this relationship? Okay, that's what we want to know for Daniela, Wispy. Is there another participant in this situation? That's what we want to know with the 6. Is this just talking about, you know, they're just helping and this is just a work thing, or is this another, you know, another relationship situation? Let's go for it. So then Wispy, the Knight of Wands. Oh, right. Okay, we'll do 2, Wispy. And the Empress. Oh my God. Right. Okay. So Knight of Wands. The Wands for me is about confidence, self-esteem, and all of those things. Knight is this rebellious teenage energy. Okay. So the Knight energy is very much, I'll go off and do things and not worry about the consequences. The Empress is talking about family. I would not be surprised, Daniela, if this person had a second family, or if there was something like that going on in this situation. In the Light Seers deck, the Empress is pregnant with the entire Earth. So it's that Earth Mother energy, but also the Empress is very, very, very closely associated with family and with all of that connection. So my darling, I again, you make all your own decisions, my sweet, but if you've got an inkling that there is a third party at least going on, then it absolutely feels like these cards are backing that up, to the extent that it wouldn't surprise me if that third person, if that other woman was either with child or has children already, not necessarily by your partner, but there's definitely something here around children. And to be fair, as soon as this 6 dropped, that was my first instinct. That was my first instinct as well. So once again, my God, we're not doing very well tonight on the relationship front, are we? Everybody's like we're giving people bad news, which I hate doing. But again, it's like these cards are so, they're just so intuitive to me. They just read so clearly. Like if there was good positive things happening, it would absolutely tell me that as well, my darling. But if your suspicions are already there, then I think the cards are confirming that. Hopefully, my darling, that helps. Right then, let me have a little look. Let me have a little look in the chat. You're fighting to save your couple. It's been going on a long time now. My darling, the question is it worth it? If he's got a side chick or a side family, is it worth it? If you were being played, is it worth it? That would be the question, my darling. So yeah, just, I don't know. That's just for you to decide. But it absolutely feels like there is at least another woman or man, but at least another woman involved, or like a side family. So yeah, please be careful, my darling. Please be careful. Cryax, good evening to you, my darling. It is what I always say, my darling, what I always say is forewarned is forearmed. You know what I mean? If you've got that vibe that's going on and the cards have just backed that up, having that little bit of knowledge will just help enable you to, you know, deal with it when it all comes out, if that makes sense. But I hope that helps. I really, really do. I hope that helps. Right then, let's go ahead and open another round. So if you're new here, how would you get a reading on this channel? There are two ways. The first way, you can donate up here at buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic. Click on the Q jump on a live stream button. I forgot what it was called then. You can click on that. It costs £4 in the UK, £3 to our lovely channel members. Or you can put your question into the live chat right now, starting with the word question, and then I will grab one of them at random. So yep, that is how to do it. I will play this and we'll do reading straight after this.
Are you a fan of 80s horror but want something different? Do you like modern horror but the regular magazines leave you a bit cold? Are you a fan of that schlocky horror that no one else seems to talk about? Check out Necronomicon, the UK horror zine from Etsy.com. Just search for Necroneil. Blue Chalice is a small business making crafty creations for the Witcher community. From jewellery to wall hangings, witch bells to altar tiles. Why not have a look at bluechalice.etsy.com.
Okay, right then, everybody, let's go ahead and grab a reading at random. How I do that is I've got one of these scroll wheels, I think they're called. I think that's what Renata said they were officially called. And I just scroll up and down on the question on the chat, that's the word, the comment section, and hopefully I grab one that's actually a comment. I have been known to grab one from the moderators, like that. I literally, as I was saying that, just like that. Right, okay, we'll do that again. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and we'll go with that one. Read. And this is for Ultra Ego Wisdom. Good evening, Ultra Ego Wisdom. Can you hang on? I pressed the wrong button. Where's it gone? There it is. Can you tell me if she will reach out to me and if we'll be together in 2024? Let's have a look. I will do that for you. So then, Wispy, my darling, you got a busy night tonight, Wispy. Lots of relationship readings. So then, let's have a look. My microphone is in a really odd position tonight. I've moved it all, but it just doesn't, I don't know. It's out of position. It's thrown me off. Right then, let's have a look. So then, Wispy, move my coffee cup out the way. If you don't know why I ring the bell, it's to cleanse the area that I work with. It just refreshes the working space that I have. So that lets Wispy and his air elemental energy come in and help with the readings. So hang on, I need to click this cable up because it's in the wrong place. There we go. Fantastic. Right then, Wispy. So Ultra Ego Wisdom wants to know, can we tell them if she will reach out to Ultra Ego Wisdom and if they will be together in 2024? So a little bit far away, but get in there, you bugger. But we are looking to see if we think she will reach out and if there will be a chance of something developing and if they end up in a relationship next year. There's a few ifs and buts and maybes there. Oh, no, that's two cards, Wispy. You almost did it, my friend. You almost flipped a card. Not quite. Almost, but no cigar. Don't smoke cigars, Wispy. You're air dragon. Air and fire. Don't go. Thank you, Wispy. Thank you. You all saw that then. You saw that flip. As soon as I say to Wispy, you almost flipped it. He does. Right then. Wow. Three of Swords. This is the heartbreak card. And I'll go on and explain that in just a second. Right. We'll do your drop, Ultra Ego Wisdom. So then, 1, 2, 3. Oh, interesting cards. Interesting cards. Right. First of all, the 3 of Swords has come in. Now, the 3 of Swords, why is that every time? The 3 of Swords is an interesting card because it is literally the heartbreak card. So if we turn it this way, you can see in this deck, it's an anatomical heart and it's got wounds. So there is one here, and one here. They're stab wounds. The idea being is that in most tarot suits, this is like a cartoon heart with 3 swords going through it because it's the 3 of Swords. In this deck, it's more interesting because with the swords here are needles with thread. And I don't know whether you can see, but these stab wounds are basically about to get stitched back up. So this is talking about healing from a broken heart. So if you've been in a relationship with her, I don't know what her name is, but if you've been in a relationship with her in the past and it ended, then this card is talking about putting things back together. But I don't think, hang on, there we go. Sorry, everyone. I don't think that this is going to be something that you are able to do because it's reversed. Whatever happened, whatever went wrong, or if you weren't in a relationship with this particular person, if she's just come out of a dodgy relationship, it's down to her to fix this, if that makes sense, right? So she's the one that has to repair the heart in this relationship. I can't pick up the cards because of my nails. So in the situation that you are in right now, where you are now, we've got the 9 of Cups. Now, there is a lot of emotion here, right? The 9 for me is the full point. 10, everything overflows. So the 9 of Cups is talking about arguably victories, happiness. It's talking in traditional decks, you see it with a rainbow going over the top. So it's a really lovely card. It's talking about there being a lot of love, a lot of passion, a lot of emotion going on at the moment. So if this is about her, then the way I would read this in this situation is that I think this is your feelings rather than her feelings. I get the impression this is more her. Let me hang on. Let me click on the comments. I don't normally. Right. Okay. Fabulous. The girl is called Zara. Right. This makes more sense. Right. Okay. This makes more sense. Thank you for the clarification. You weren't in a relationship. You're just friends, but you've got a crush on her and she's got a boyfriend who's toxic. This could be your emotions with that unrequited love, right? That is what this is. This is your crush. This, with it being at full pout, 100%, dudum, dudum, dudum. Like every time your heart beats, it beats for her. Your heart beats for Zara. That is kind of what this card is saying, right? That makes a lot more sense. In that case, this card would be her in where she is in her relationship. As I was saying, with this, if her relationship is toxic, then this is her maintaining that because it's where she wants to be right now. So it could well be that this is not reflective of the fact that you're going to be together shortly. However, hold off for this one. Right, so this is the situation where you are now. What you need to know is the 8 of Pentacles. So in terms of relationships, the 8 of Pentacles is basically meaning this relationship is a lot of work. There's a lot of effort going in. It could also be talking about financial issues or work related issues. So depending on how you know her, depending on how she's with her boyfriend, it could be connected to those two things. I would read this in this instance as a relationship reading as saying as the relationship they're in is taking a fuck ton of work right now. It's like they're burning the candle at both ends, trying to keep their relationship going, trying to keep everything working, putting effort in. Now, in that situation, if they're putting effort into that relationship, then it doesn't leave much room for you at the moment. Does that make sense? Because it feels like even though you describe it as being toxic, it's like they might be working through issues together, doing all of that sort of thing, you know, like couples counseling or just trying to work and communicate better with each other. Because it feels like, in all honesty, I would not be surprised if she didn't split with her boyfriend at some point, or they kind of had a really rocky patch that they're working through. That would make sense for both of these cards. When we get to the opportunity, we've got the Fool. Now this is an interesting card. You can see literally the person is about to walk off a cliff. The standard Fool is pretty much the same person walking, about to go off a cliff. In this card, you can see normally there's a dog or a cat trying to stop them. The cat's actually in the backpack here, or the dog's in the backpack. But what you've got with this, right, the Fool is talking about a brand new start. So the Fool talks about there being a new venture, a whole new start, because you can see this isn't the first card of the tarot deck. This is the 0 card. So this card is neither good nor bad, right? It's neither positive nor negative. It is literally the most neutral card in the deck. So what this card is saying is that in the future, in the next times, right, the opportunity is coming up for there to be a new start. Now this could be read two ways, and at the moment the cards are not clear. So it could be, and I don't want to get your hopes up, but it could be that there will be a new start with this person that you're asking about, with Zara. So it could be that that is going to come in, or it could be that you are going to find romance with somebody new, and that new start is going to come in for you that way. Okay, so it feels very, very much like the opportunity that's coming. This opportunity is going to be a really good moment for you to reset. Now, whether that's resetting with a new partner because you realize that actually they're working on this relationship, and as much as you disagree and you know you've got your qualms about it, at the end of the day, if this is where she wants to be, this is where she wants to be. So it could be that you accept this and then find somebody that likes you for you and loves you for you and all of that, and then you go off onto this happy new adventure. Or it could be that this relationship comes to an end and then something new happens. At this moment in time, because we only see a little bit into the future, because the pattern's longer term, anybody who says they can see like years down the line is talking bullshit, to be honest with you, because those echoes aren't there yet. It's not strong enough yet. So, but the Fool is saying there is absolutely, this is a major arcana card, so there is absolutely a new start coming your way soon, and it will reset and refresh. Whether that's with Zara or whether that is going off on your own with a new partner isn't quite clear from this moment, but hopefully, my darling, I hope that that helps. Either way, this is a really, really, really positive card for you. And yeah, that is your reading, my darling. I hope it helps. Thank you ever so much for asking your question. Let me move. That's why I'm so stupid. When I move the camera back, I keep pushing it on the actual camera and not on the stand. That's why every time I pull it forward again, the camera's out of position. Well done. You see, alter ego wisdom, that knowledge of something new, that learning something new. I've just done that there. Not as important. I get it. Not as important. I'm not equating, you know, being in love with a friend. I once had feelings for a friend. It was awful. I was an idiot. I was a complete fool. And yeah, it wasn't good, and he did not feel for me at all in any way, shape or form. But I was like like a lovesick teenager I was. So yeah, I feel for you, my darling, but I hope that helps. Right, let's have a look at the comments. Hello, Lena. Ask your question in a bit. Lou, who's here? Good evening, Lou. Good evening. Oh gosh, Lena, you're putting loads of questions in. Just hold on a second, my darling. I'm going to open up a new round straight away. So if you would like a tarot reading on this channel, they are free. All you do is you put your question down into the chat, starting with the word question. Put it in capitals so I can see it. Cheers. And then I will pick one of those at random. If, however, you have a burning question and you need an answer and you want that answer pretty much immediately, the only way to guarantee your reading is to nip over here to buymeacoffee.com/beyondauthentic and click on the Q jump button. In fact, if I can load up the home page, is that Come on, I've just clicked it. Why isn't it locked? There we go. So there we go. Right. If I share my screen, go ahead and put your questions in, everybody, while I show you this. Here we go. So this is the Buy Me a Coffee / Beyond Authentic, spout with an I, not a 1. So this is everything. And this is where our channel memberships are. So the memberships are here. Look, you can start at £3 a month. That just chips in and helps pay for the streaming software, everything else that we do on this channel. Or you can go, you can sign up with a £5 membership. That gets you access to the videos at least a day early, behind the scenes bits, comments. We do a members only live stream on a Sunday evening for an hour before we go live on the stream. We also have some posts and downloadables. There'll be more of those. And then the super supporter member, the cappuccino, is £20 a month, and that gives you access to all of that and a 10-card reading free every month as well. But if you just want to queue jump, if you click here, look, queue jump on a live stream. This is what you're wanting. You click on that. There you go. I've clicked on it. And that will take you over to here, where you can get your reading up next to one of Lisa's live tarot. You can put a comment in here, and then just let the mods know that you've chosen that option. Go away. And then that will, once you let the mods know that you've chosen that option, then I will be able to find that on the back end on the system. So that's how you get a free, that's how you get a queue jump reading. To get a free reading, just put your question down into the live chat, starting with the word question, and I'll be able to grab one of those at random. Okay, right then, as always, let me take my specs off because I can't see. Oh, I can't even see where the banner button is. There it is. I can't see anything without my glasses on. I'm that blind these days. So if you would like a reading, I've done that bit. So what I do is I go up and down the screen with my jog wheel. That's what it's called. It's called a jog wheel. That's its official name. Thank you, brain. On Sunday, I was stuck with what it was called. I was like a scroll wheel, a wheelie wheel. It's a jog wheel. Of course it is. God, my brain. Right then. So up and down, up and down, up and down. And we click. Am I on a question? Yes, I am. Lena, will I marry the person on my mind? Okie dokie. I'm going to ask that for you right now. Everybody else, hold off. Copy your question. In about 6 or 7 minutes time, I'll open up another round. Have I started it? No. There you go. I'll open up another round in about 6 or 7 minutes time, and we'll do another reading. So just hang on there. If you want to, you can go across and queue jump up there. I showed you how to do that. Right then, let's have a look. So then, Wispy, my friend Lena would like to know, will I marry the person on my mind? Not me, Wispy. Will Lena marry the person on their mind? Right, so now if I hold that into position, the cards are going to be, that is straight on for me, and that's straight on for the camera. Perfect, perfect. So Wispy, will Lena marry the person on their mind? Hopefully, Lena, if you're talking about marriage, hopefully you're already in at least a relationship with that person, or, you know, it's like an arranged thing where that conversation's already happened. Hopefully it's not a celebrity, like, think of a celebrity, Lisa. Tom Holland, right? No, because he's with Zendaya, who's that's a lovely relationship. Hopefully you're not looking at, okay, the King of England, old sausage fingers himself. Hopefully you're not looking at him and thinking, oh, I want to marry the king, because that's probably not going to happen. But, you know, if it's somebody that you've got at least a contact with, then that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Oh, we've had, is that one card that's flicked there? Hang on. Let me sort. No, it's multiples. Sorry, that's my shuffling. Wispy, you know what to do if you want a card to flip. Just one. I've got to say, my hands this last month, my hands have struggled to shuffle. The fibro is real. It really is. It's not great right now. But anyway, we're persevering. We're going through. So then, we haven't had a single card flop, drop, flip, or anything. This is your drop. There we go. So then, Lena, will the person you think about, are you going to marry them? So this is going to be what will we do with this one then? Let's do option A is marry, option B is not marry, and then the tiebreaker, right? That's what we'll do. Option A, 4 of Pentacles, reversed. So that's marry, not marry, 10 of Pentacles upright. So instantly that's given me an answer, but we'll have a look. Oh, Temperance. Right, okay. So first of all, let's look at what this card is. So these are your 2 options. There we go, my little lovely dragons. Thank you. This is your 2 options, right? So we've got, hang on, there it is. So we've got 4 of Pentacles reversed as option A, as marriage. So the reversal here is saying no. In the not marry, the 10 of Pentacles is upright. So that upright is saying yes. So instantly here, the cards are saying, I don't think you're going to marry, because the yes is reversed, the no is upright. So that's confirming the yes, if that makes sense, right? Sorry, confirming the no. So option A was yes, marry. Option B was not marry. Option A has not been chosen because it's reversed. Option B has been chosen because it's upright, okay? And the card that we've got in between, the way to explain it is Temperance. Now, in a standard deck, Temperance looks a lot more like this. It's more angelic. But this card, you can see this is somebody pouring liquids between fire and ice, if you like, between this energy. We've got the angelic wings here in the background. This person has stood 1 foot on ground, 1 foot in the sea. It's also, Temperance is talking about tempering steel, where it makes it stronger by going through effectively adversary. So I do not think that this relationship is the one for you. This person you're thinking about at the moment is not the one you're going to marry, my darling, at least according to these 3 cards. Okay, very, very, very clear answer. It's given us Pentacles in both, so there's no romantic connection here at all. And it's given us the Temperance card. The Temperance here would be talking about compromise, it would be talking about negotiations, all of that, but it absolutely is saying no to marriage, yes to not marriage, if that makes sense. Hopefully, my darling, that gives you an answer. But the Temperance card coming in, I feel, and I don't know why, okay, Wispy, thank you. Okay, Wispy, take it off now. I feel that this is basically saying, don't worry about this, because this isn't your relationship. This isn't the one, but there's something coming. This angel is bringing you something, my darling, right? It's in the mix. It's not this person. Something else is in the mix. Something else is coming your way. Excuse me, coming your way. I'm hiccuping now because of my coffee. So yeah, very clearly, Lena, very, very clear. Not this one, but something else is coming your way. And hopefully, my darling, that helps. Hopefully that helps. I've done it again, moving the blooming camera. So yes, right, let's have a look in the live. No problem. So yeah, I do honestly feel, Lena, I honestly feel that someone else is coming your way. SK, good evening, my darling. I hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel. 5 likes. Have we only got 5 likes? Is that as pitiful? Come on, right. Listen, everybody, I'm going to ask you to do the YouTube things. Now, this is the things that I never ask people to do normally. But can we please hit the like button? Can you smash the thumbs up? Give us a thumbs up on this video. It helps YouTube like show it to other people. It shows YouTube that people are watching this. So if you can, give us a glorious like spike. That would be glorious. Yeah, a gorgeous like spike, please. As SK says, likes are free. Energy exchange, it is. And this is how this works, you see. With all good tarot readers, there should be an energy exchange. I do this for free. This channel's not monetized. The money that anybody donates, 20% of that goes off to charities. The rest of it goes to cover the costs, the StreamYard package that I pay for, the editing package that I use for all the other videos. All of that costs increasingly a lot of money, and I've got to really think about that these days. But anyway, it's a hobby for me on the YouTubes. Are they distorted, Holland? Because my speakers were up too high. If that's what it is, are they distorting? Sorry, everybody, if that's distorting. Again, I've been sorting out levels. Let me see if does this sound better, Holland?
I put a spell on you, and now you're mine.
Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. What about? Hopefully that sounds better. Yeah, it's because it was very loud this end, but hopefully that's better. Right then, let's go ahead and get another tarot reading done, shall we? So if you would like a reading, you know what you can do. That sounds doesn't that sound rude? I don't mean it like that. I'm so sorry. I meant put it in the chat, not like go whistle. That's so sorry. That sounds so rude. But if you would like a reading, you should know what to do. If not, have a look at the bottom of the screen now. That sounded so rude. I'm so sorry. But yeah, have a look at that, or go ahead and go over here to Q Jump. I'm going to play a little video, shows you what to do. We have a super strong connection here, right? Oh my God! Okay, right, fabulous. They're all being recorded through the mic. They're all being recorded through the mic, Holland. That's what the issue is. That is what the issue is, my darling. I might have to change some settings on that, but I will do my best. Right then, let's have a look. So I'm scrolling. Oh God, I can't even. Am I even in the right place? Right, up and down, up and down, up and down, and we're going with. Is that a question? Is that a question? Yes, it is. Oh, Firefly Magic. Oh, what a lovely name. Firefly Magic, good evening. I think you must be a new subscriber. I've not seen your name here before. What does A want from me? I've tried to distance and disassociate myself, but he's just not getting the message, and you don't trust him. Oh, that's a big red flag. So when we get big red flags, what do we do on this channel? We go, computer, red alert. And she ignores me. Computer, red alert. Computer, red alert. Eventually, you got to ask her 3 times, but we change everything to red, red alert, red alert. So, right then, Firefly, let's have a look. By the way, Firefly, oh, I'm going to get emotional. Firefly was was the symbol for a wrestler that I was a huge fan of, who unfortunately died on Thursday, age 36. 36. I'm not having much luck with tech. Well, to be fair, Holland, I'm having great luck with tech because it all does work eventually, which is all we can hope for, really. With my ADHD brain, I'm surprised it works at all because I always want to fiddle with it. But it's working. So, Firefly Magic, we're going to ask your question. Let's get rid of this banner. This is why I need a producer. Trust me. If we ever get monetized, right? If this channel ever gets monetized and we get like 5,000 subs and we get a lot of people on the streams, if we ever get to that point, I am going to pay one of the mods to be a producer that and on this StreamYardy thing and teach them it, because it really does. Like at some point we need two people, one to be able to read and one to do the production side, because that's why I struggle with this. But it's all good for now. Right then, let's have a look. No, I've just clicked on the wrong thing, but anyway, it's fine. We're going to click on this. Here we go. There we go. Look, and it's even in the right place. Yay! So Firefly Magic. Oh, Firefly. So yeah, Bray Wyatt is the wrestler that I was thinking of. Rest in peace, Bray. Wyndham Rotunda. Amazing, amazing creative mind. Bless him. Right then. Hang on. I've just moved my cloth. Hate it when my cloth gets wrinkled. Don't you hate it when your cloth gets wrinkled? Happens to us all with age, unfortunately. Right then, let's get Wispy music up. So Wispy, my darling, the lovely Firefly Magic, I'm assuming you're lovely with a name like that. The lovely Firefly Magic would like to know, what does A want from them? They've tried to distance and disassociate themselves, but he's just not getting the message. So what do we do, Firefly? What does A want from Firefly, Wispy? What does A want from Firefly? And how do they get the message across to A about, oi, stop being an a-hole? That's basically what we want to know, isn't it? That's basically what we want to know. So then let's have a little look-see. Right, here we go. La, 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 la. Where are we dropping? Oh, look. Can you see here? This is what I call a waterfall drop. Can you see where there's like multiples where it could, you can see, look at that. That's a waterfall drop. So this is where the cards aren't sure. They're trying to split in several places. Whoa, look. There you go. There you go. That's what I call a waterfall drop, because it's literally the cards are trying to split in multiple places. Right then, what do they want from you? We'll go with where you are now. Oh, shit. Firefly, 10 of Swords. That's where you are now. What do you need to know? The 2 of Pentacles. Oh. And I'm going to flip the question, Wispy. So this is going to be how to overcome, how to get rid of this, how to get rid of it, right? How we get rid, not the opportunity, how we overcome. Hermit. Oh, fucking hell. Anybody, sorry, by the way, I do swear. Anybody who is a tarot reader, can read this instantly and kind of know, without even looking at these cards and what the meanings are, you'll get it, right? So 10 of Swords, where are you? What is the situation? What does he want? We've got the 10 of Swords. It doesn't mean he wants to like unalive you. It's not that, Firefly, but it's saying that he is causing you a fuck ton of hassle, of stress, of obstructions, chaos. It's really, really like, I'm so glad we're on red flag right now, because absolutely, this is an absolute red alert, because it feels like this is the ultimate possession. This is the ultimate thing where it's like, I want you, you're mine. And the fact you want to distance and disassociate, it's not going to take effect. This is a situation where just on these cards, my advice would be maybe instantly like ring up again, ring the cops, ring the police, ring someone and let them know of this situation, right? Just in case. I'm not saying it will go to that, but just make them aware, because it's almost stalker energy that comes up with this. Reason being, in this where you are now, this is not a great position to be in, my darling. The 10 is overflowing with obstacles, overflowing with challenges, and that negative energy that comes this way. Okay, you can see literally it's overflowed. This isn't just problems, this has gone far too far. So I think that this is something you are going to need to deal with in the mundane world, and maybe the magical world as well, okay, if that makes sense. Now, in terms of the mundane world, that means contacting, you know, police, anything like that, any charities, any advice services, and take some legal advice on what you might need to do. If he isn't taking no for an answer, then yeah, get a what's it called, a victim report or a crime number. Like, just get something logged just in case. And I'm not saying it's going to happen. It might just be that, you know, especially with this card coming up, it might just be that it all dies off, but get something, charity, police or something, get something logged somewhere, so that they know that you've been going through this, especially if you've been trying to do this and separate yourself and he's not getting that message. Then yeah, absolutely. In the what you need to know, Two of Pentacles is up. Now he basically either believes or thinks that he's in a relationship with you. So whether this is somebody that you were in a relationship with and now he's not taking no, or whether this is just somebody who's like being a bit clingy and a bit weird and you've never really got into a relationship, it is very stalker type energy. And I'm not suggesting he's a stalker, but I would red flag, my darling, if you get what I'm saying. Two of Pentacles is literally talking about, the twos for me are couples coming together of two individuals as one, literally in this case as a seed, as a nut, you know what I mean? But Pentacles is the earth energy, so it's that grounding energy, it's that energy of growing something for the long term. So it's almost like he's wanting to be with you forever, and if you were in a relationship with him, then it's like you're mine, like no one else can have you because you're mine. It's that sort of vibe. So absolutely, if you're able to report, log, flag it up, because this is really like, this is not good coming in this what you need to know. It's really saying that he believes that you are his, effectively, that you are like his other half, his connected, his soulmate, his whatever. He believes that you're in this as a relationship. Now then, in the how to get out of this, interestingly, now I did say opportunity, but then I said to Wispy, I said that this is actually going to be the how you get out of it. We've got the Hermit. So the standard Hermit is the old man or the old person with the cloak carrying the lantern. In this case, the lantern is ethereal, but the card is still the same. It's talking about completely cutting off, so blocking him on all forms of social media, even going to the extent of changing your number, you know, doing all of those things to stay safe. So you are effectively cutting yourself off from him entirely, absolutely 100%. Entirely. Do not answer his calls, do not answer his text, do not even view his text, because and things like WhatsApp where it tells you if somebody's read it, or Snapchat where it tells you it's been read, or text, do not respond whatsoever. So yeah, absolutely, get something reported to some sort of authority, depending on where you are in the world. In the UK, I know you can ring the police, get things reported and logged and that to the cops. In other countries, I assume you can do that depending on what their sort of stalking and that sort of laws are, but get something reported. And then once that's happened, block, right? Even change your number. I know it's a pain in the ass to change your phone number because everything these days connects with our phones, but change your number. And I don't know why, but thank you, Wispy. Wispies, I keep given this image, and I don't mean to scare you in any way, shape or form, but I've got this image of a locksmith putting a new lock on. So maybe add a new lock on your front door. Like it's not a change of lock. It's not like you've given him the key. If you have, changed the lock. But it feels like a secondary lock, like a deadbolt or something is to add to your front door and your back door, if that makes sense. I don't know why I've been given that. Wispy likes to give me mental images. Wispy is the air dragon that we connect with, the air elemental that I connect with the tarot, and he's the direct link with the Akashic records, which is like the knowledge that we don't really know. And so for me, the minute I get that image, and it's a really, really strong image of somebody drilling in a new lock on a front door, and then yeah, so I don't want to alarm you, this isn't scaremongering, but just for your own safety, my darling, I would maybe change your locks. If he's got a key, absolutely change your locks, right? If somehow even if he's giving you the key back, I have seen too many things on YouTube where they 3D print a key these days, take a photo. No, none of that bullshit. be safe, change your locks or add a deadbolt or something. If he hasn't got your key, add a deadbolt. If he has got your key, change your locks. Hopefully that makes sense, my darling. Please be careful. Please be safe. That above all things, right? Mundane before magical. And then on the magical front, there is if you look on my channel, there is a video called Piss Off Bottle. It's one that YouTube flagged up as inappropriate. I had to like make a couple of changes. I don't know if, in fact, I might even be able to find it on the back screens. If you hang on 1 second, if I can find it, I'll put a link to it in the chat while I'm on the live. If not, I'll put it on straight after, unless one of the mods can find it. But yeah, let's have a look in the chat. No problem, my darling. Trust your guts, says Patricia. Absolutely. You thought about changing your locks, right? Then do that. Do that, my darling. Absolutely do that. The hermit goes into retreat and goes create reclusive. Yeah, absolutely. Go hermit mode. Engage hermit mode. So just disassociate, stay quiet on Facebook, all of that. Block him wherever you can, because you can always find that people. Now again, I've had to do this with a sibling, right? My feeds, all the stuff, anything I put on Facebook generally goes to friends only, not to everyone, because I know full well my sibling 4 days ago created a brand new account and it popped up in the people you may know, because she's trying to watch what I'm doing and other family members. Well, my other family member. So everything all the way across is now blocked in every account she's got, and all of my notifications, my posts are to friends only. So it means that she can't find any of that information. And maybe look at that and do that. But I would take it, don't go overboard. You don't have to like live in fear, but I would take it seriously. If he's being a bit of a dick, then yeah. Anyway, hopefully that helps, my darling. Right. Oh, yes, you're thinking of reporting him so it's on record. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't see the comments when I'm, in fact, I can show you how I normally do the doodahs. Hang on a second. So I am normally on this. If I show you, this is what I see when I do the readings. Okay. I'm on a, oh, you're not going to be able to see it. I'm on a screen that has this. So I don't get the live comments. The live comments, you have to click on a different one there. So, oh, Neil, thank you so much. So I don't see the live comments when I'm actually doing the readings. But the fact that you were thinking about reporting him, absolutely get it reported. Just so you've got a log number. If nothing else happens, then that's fine. You know what I mean? You're not wasting anybody's time. Thank you, Neil. I'm going to hit on the YouTube where I can pin that to the top. There you go. It's pinned to the top, my darling. So you can find that magical one there as well. Yeah, absolutely, Patricia. Patricia's got hanging chimes. I got some lovely witch bells from Holland and from over at Blue Chalice on Etsy. I got some really lovely witch bells that make a really lovely sound when you open the door. So it's like it's not like this. It's not a wind chime. It's a bit heavier than that. So you can hear, if the front door opens, you can hear it. And again, it's amazing. It's really good peace of mind. So something as simple as that can help. Anyway, I hope that helps. Thank you, Neil, for putting that protection bottle instruction. It's a bit more advanced. It's got a lot of thorny bits in, literally. But yeah, right. Let's get another reading. We've got 13 minutes. We can get one more reading in tonight, or one more reading. Go ahead, put your questions into the live chat, starting with the word question. If you haven't. If you would like to, there is still time, but you have to do it right now to go over and queue jump at buymeacoffee.com/beyond authentic if you want to guarantee the last spot in tonight's show. If not, tonight's stream, I should say. If not, I will be back on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. UK time. We do this each and every Tuesday and Sunday evening. So I know that you're going to be subscribed, because you have to be subscribed. You have to be subscribed to comment, but click your bell and make sure your bell is absolutely dinged so that YouTube notifies you whenever we upload a video or go live. Okay, so ding your bell like the Undertaker's bell there. If you would like a reading, this is how you get one. Okay, right then, we're going to Ibiza. We're going to Ibiza. I don't know why that popped into my head then. Blame the ADHD. Right, so then let's have a look. We're going to go uppy downy, uppy downy, uppy downy. And we're going to hit a button. That one. Patricia. Oh, gosh. Right, okay, let's go again. We go for... Yeah, that one. Is that a question that isn't Patricia's? I can't see. Loo-hoo! Question, will I be successful in my new job? No idea, my darling. We'll ask Wispy. Loo-hoo. This is going to be the last reading tonight, everyone. If you would like a reading in between times, you can go across to... Hang on. What am I doing? I'm trying to change cameras and I'm on the wrong blooming screen. Right, here we go. There we go. Right, if you would like a reading between now and next Sunday, there are 2 ways to go about doing that. One of them, you can go across to my website. Hang on, which is it not? There you go. There's the website, beyondauthentic.co.uk. You can book a reading there via Buy Me a Coffee or Fiverr, or you can go straight to fiverr.com/beyondauthentic, where the I in authentic is written with the number 1. Either way, that is the way you can book a reading. It does cost $10 for a 3-card reading on those apps. But I am currently 5-star rated, don't you know? Right then, so Wispy, Loo-hoo would like to know, will she be successful in her new job? A bit of good luck, that's what we want, Wispy. Oh, computer, stand down, red alert. There we go. See, she listens sometimes. Will Loo-hoo be successful in her new job? That's what we want to know, Wispy. Will Loo-hoo be successful in their new job? Here we go. 1 more round. 2, 3, and 4. Oh, is that... It didn't quite flip. Oh, I don't know what to do. You may... I would not take that as a flip. Okay, Wispy, listen. I'll do 1 more round, right? Which is 4 shuffles. A round is 4 shuffles. If you want a card to flip, you're going to have to make it absolutely jump and flip, not just make it leave the deck, right? So here we go, Wispy. This is your round. 4 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No card. Right, so that was an error on my part. Thank you, Wispy. Right then, so Loo-hoo, will you be successful in your new job? A 3/4 cut. That's cool. Let's have a look. So, the current situation, Knight of Swords. Don't get worried. Swords is... Oh, what have I done to that? Right, okay. Oh, I need to tighten that up. Right, Swords is the Trouble and Strife card. Oh, hang on. Help if you tighten up the nuts and bolts, Lisa. There you go. Is that right? That feels really at an odd angle. There you go. That's better. So Swords is Trouble and Strife, but Swords is also ideas and creativity because it's the air element. And then we've got in the situation in the, sorry, where you are in the what you need to know, 9 of Pentacles for a work reading. That's pretty good. Why am I so far over here? Sorry, everyone. There you go. That's more centered. And then the outcome card, the Four of Pentacles reversed. Not bad. Not worrying about this, right? Not worrying. So in the where you're at, the situation, all of the stuff, the be aware, okay, of rushing in where angels fear to tread, because that is a trait of the knights. Swords, yes, it is obstacles and challenges, but as I say, it's also creativity. So depending on what the job is, if there is a creative element in this job, then this is going to be a positive card. If there isn't any hope of creativity, if it's just number crunching or something, then this may well be coming up as the obstacle or the challenge. So it may well be that it's not challenging enough for you if you are somebody who has that creative element. Now, again, I don't know anything about your life outside of the couple of times you've been on the stream, but if it is something that you are a creative person, you're going into a really mundane job, just be careful, because that could be the sticking point here with the obstacle. But if your job is in any way creative, then that's really highly positively suited. In the what you need to know, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Now this card is famine or feast for me, okay, because literally you can see there is so much food laid out on this table, but the plate is empty. Now, one way of reading this with a new job is that you're just sitting down for the first time. So when you say successful, if you consider financial success and things like that, if you consider getting a big chunk of wonga in, then this could be very successful for you, okay? Because this is a card where it's literally you're sitting down to this table that's laden with food. The nines, as I always say, is when something is full. 10 is overflowing. So 10 for me is a more negative. The 9 is really, really well suited. So this is what you need to know. I think that there is a good financial outcome to this. And in terms of prospects, it looks reasonable because you've got the 9. In the opportunity, we do have a reversal. So this is something that you might not be able to grab the opportunity, but it's an opportunity for stability. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles for me is stability in the workplace. So if you are somebody who is wanting to, get back into the workplace, in this new job and be there for a longer period of time, you're wanting, a regular, something you can rely on, get a pension plan with, all of that. If that is something that you're looking at for the longer term, then I think that the opportunity for stability will be there, but maybe not in the way that you expect. Okay, so it may well be that you've got some opportunities to progress upwards within the company because coming off the back of the 9, but it may also be that those opportunities aren't going to be coming your way as you might hope because this is reversed. So it may well be, say for instance, if you've gone into a large company and you're in the marketing department, right, just for example, because we've got this creative. So say you've gone into the marketing department, it could well be that a job comes up that, your new manager thinks, oh my God, Lou, you'll be perfect for this new job. And it's in accounts. And you might be like, oh God, I hate accounts. No. But actually that job is going to be wonderful, give you this massive stability, this long-term career. But at the moment you're like, no, I hate accounts. You know what I mean? So it could well be an obstacle in that way. It could well be reversed because it's something that right now you think, oh, I'm not sure that I ever want to go back into, that field. And actually, that's going to be where you're headed and it's going to be amazing. Overall, will you be successful in your new job? The answer is yes. Yes. Because look at all this money that's on the table here. This is a really, really super positive card. And even this, when it's reversed, coming up in this position of opportunity, it may be that you can't take every opportunity that comes up. Maybe you're not going to want every opportunity that comes up, but it's showing there are opportunities within that workplace to come for you. Hopefully, my darling, that makes sense. I've got my fingers crossed for you, Lou. It feels really, really positive. Look, we've gone back to green because we cancelled the red alert. So yeah, it feels really positive. The longer term, oh, hang on. Oh, possibly then. This reversal, now this reversal may well be, that makes sense, because if this is a temporary contract at the end of the year, you will have the stability. So I think you're going to get good income for that year, right? But whether or not you get the permanent position afterwards, it may well be, say again, you're working in one department. It may well be, say you're covering maternity, for instance. So you cover the maternity leave, and then that person comes back to that job. So suddenly you're out of that job, but then somebody says, oh, hang on, we've got a job opening in the Slough branch, like the office, yeah? We've got a job opening in the Slough branch. So, you know, would you like to go there at the same pay or at higher pay? You know what I mean? It'll be something like that where, because I do feel this stability is here, but not in the way you expect. So I don't think this is going to be the same permanent position that you've got now. That's now a temporary. It feels different. It feels like, again, it will be a sideways move to another department, or it will be, you know, maybe a slight step down, but in another permanent position where you can bump yourself back up. Do you know what I mean? It's something like that, where it's the same but different. Does that make sense? Hopefully, my darling, that makes sense. And I'm really, really grateful that you asked that question, because it means we get to end on a really happy climax. Right, so we end on a really, really happy note, because it does feel 100% like you're going to do fantastic there, and I'm made up for you, my darling, absolutely made up for you. Anyway, that's it from us, everybody. For a little bit of music to end with. So then, to the members, if you are a channel member, don't forget the Halloween at TK Maxx video is live for the members. That'll be going up live tomorrow for everybody else on the channel. So if you want to go and watch that first before everybody else, you can do. It is live for members only up at buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic. Also, members, be aware, there will be another message coming out probably tomorrow or Thursday with another new video. I know, right? Halloween at another shop. I went to another shop to find Halloween early stock, and so that will be going live to everybody on Friday, but the members will get that either Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. Again, if you would like to become a member, you can do that from just £5. Get the perks over at buymeacoffee.com. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for everybody for joining. Thank you to the mods for being, as ever, the most wonderful bunch of people. I love the moderators on this channel so much, and thank you very much to all of the members for supporting, and thank you to everybody who has watched, asked questions, and all the rest tonight. I will be back on Sunday evening, 6 p.m. for the members only chat and 7 p.m. for the tarot readings here on this channel. I'm going to go off now and have some dinner because I can smell it cooking. So thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week up until we see you again on Sunday. And I've got a new thing. So whatever cards get handed to you, whatever the fates have in store, I hope you face it with an open heart, an open mind, and as much authenticity as you dare show the universe. I will be back on Sunday. Take care.